Hey, Erkadeshi. Shalom, shalom. Man, I thought I said I checked it on going live, man. Try something different, had different approach. Man, but for the chosen, man, it's time to level up, man. There's so much going on. So much trying to hinder us, trying to deter us, trying to keep us. But let's not focus on them things, man. Focus on the most high, man. Been sitting here on the line with my brother, doing work, man, cleaning. He said we gotta be husbandmen, and this for the men, man. This for the head. This for the kingship. You know, he says many different things to make us a man, but it all depends on what perspective you have and how you looking at life, man. Because if you're in the world, then the world gonna give you a whole different perspective of what a man is. But when you following those laws, those statutes, and those commandments of the Most High, He show you what a man is, a righteous man. Difference between being a wicked man and a wise man. Hence, but I understand that everybody is not on this train, everybody's not on this road to get this understanding, man. But for those who are, because like you said, many are called, but few are chosen. He been nudging at our hearts for a while. And a lot of us probably been like Jonah, resisting, running away from it, didn't have understanding. Because what he say, the natural can't understand the things of the spiritual. Gotta let see, because it's not meant for us. It's not meant for us to get out the matrix. But see, you can't stop with the most high already got destined. You can't stop with the most high got planned. And for my people who getting resistance, for my people who going through, understand, man, this is an honor like no other. What he say? We were born for a time like this. In the womb, he knew us. So now we got to get to know the king, man. Break out of the matrix, man. Break away from it. What he tell that rich man? What Yahshua say to the rich man? Can you give up all your things and come follow me? Can we really count the cost when we picking up our cross? Because he say with them seeds, the parables of the seeds, when them thorns get to choking you up, the persecution come, people getting to hate you and deny you. A lot of people turn back, great falling away. But it's a great awakening. And at the same time, we have the Great Commission, man. We was commissioned to go out. But one thing you gotta do first is clean yourself up. And as I was saying, us being husbandmen right now, tilling to the land, separating the Erkadeshi from the Dirkadeshi, separating the light from the darkness. Because what he tell the angels, the reapers, nah, don't pull them up just yet, because you might pull up my weed. You might pull up my wheat. Let them grow up. Let them grow together. And in due time, you'll be able to tell the seeds. You'll be able to tell their fruit. You'll be able to tell who's who. You know, you got the sheep and you got the goat. What he say, man, we trying to right now create something which Lord willing, man, the sheep gate. Because he said many people done crept in through the windows, man. So when you come in through that sheep gate, you coming in through the right entrance. You coming through the path from which the Most High set for you. But you know, Taki, what's up, man? What you doing, man? Yeah, but when you on that path that the Most High set for you, you know you going in the right direction. I don't know if y'all can see there's a red robin over there, right there between the trees, man. And the thing about being out here in nature, man, and not cooped up in a building, it's a beautiful thing, you know, because nature is our extended family. Like we supposed to be taking care of them so they could take care of us. Think about it. When the Most High put Adam in the garden, he told him to name everything. And he was around almost every animal. When Noah was on the ark, he was around every animal, right? But we in this now this place where everything is against everything. You know, you got men against women, children against adults, animals against humans. It's just a divide, man. That shouldn't be. You know, it's just like the body, man. It has different organisms in it, and all these organisms they're supposed to work together to create a function. It's the same with us, man. We here, we the body. When the body is not coming together, it falls apart. But us as men, especially husband, you get into husbandry and you till the land and you learn how to take care of it. You learn how to, you know, have patience. You learn how to be delicate. You learn how to nurture, you know, because doing this is not a in and out job. This is something that takes time. But in that process of time, man, you learning a lot. It's the same like being isolated. When you isolated, you learn a lot about yourself. You know the things that you're willing to accept and the things that you're not willing to accept. And you understand that, man, again, just certain entities not going to understand that because it's not meant for them. But for those who understand it and for those who can get on the wave, man, we got to link. We got to build one upon another, man. The Most High gave us a brain to create, to invent, you know. And when you can get like-minded individuals together to create and come up with a strategic plan to do things, man, the sky's the limit. But when everybody breaking away and the only thing they worrying about is self-endeavor, self-gain, I do this all by myself. I ain't nobody been with me in the gym. Ain't nobody been with me to do this and do that. A selfish world, man. Oh, well, you ain't did this for me, I ain't gonna do nothing for you. You ain't been there for me, I ain't gonna be there for you. Oh man, he ain't come apologize to me, I ain't apologize to him. Sometimes it takes for the bigger person to be a bigger person. I get it. Trust and believe, man, because when you always constantly being that bigger person, you know, it can't weigh on you. But understand that the Most High is operating in you. Everything is to build your character. Even when people treating you to the max and they treating you wrong, what he say, man? Even when your enemies come and they want something to drink or they need something to eat, even if they need some clothes, you clothe them. You know why? Because that makes you a child of the Most High. Look at what we do to the Most High. Look how we treat him, man. We barely want to give him attention. We barely think about him. Only time we want to come to him is when we think he a genie in a bottle and we want something done. But then we sitting up here mad because we don't get the response that we looking for. We don't get our prayers answered. You know, why would you expect that somebody that you ain't have an intimate relationship with is going to even acknowledge you? And see, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a content creator and all that, man. Because I don't do this for monetization. I don't do this for any likes or views. I do this because the Holy Spirit moves me to do this. I do this because I just want to be a vessel, as I always say, you know, and I know people probably tired of hearing me saying why I do this, but I have to put that out there, man. you know. And if I can get insight and if I can get feedback from those who's willing to engage and listen and have an actual dialogue, man, you know, that's cool too. Because like I said, I don't know everything. You know, I'm learning every day. You know, like I said, I'm here with my brother, and he's teaching me a lot, man. He's pouring into me. You know, I'm one of those people, man. I never say that I know everything because then I become an unteachable spirit, and that's not me, man. You know, as I watch my brother and I see how he moves, you know, and this is not to glorify man, but I only glorify the work of the Most High and how he's moving in this brother because he's teaching me in retrospect the way that we cleaning this line out and we cleaning these weeks out and we cleaning out unnecessary brush. You know, the Most High was able to allow us to look at that and see that this was our hearts. This was us. You know, this was something that was needed. And as I look at my people, you know, the melanin race, the people who are still stuck in a trance, who think that chains and whips is the way, who thinking that working 9 to 5 overtime for a system that doesn't give two, man, excuse my French, two shits about you, but you still want to continue to engage, you know. But what he say, give Caesar what's Caesar and give what the Most High is the Most High. On the back of that money, it's saying, God we trust. Hmm. Manna is a God. And most people do trust in it. Because they do anything for it. They kill for it. They give up their own family member for it. They turn friends in for it. They snitch on the whole community for it. They take a whole community down for it. You know, you seen what happened with Judas and Yahshua. That manna, boy, that money there, that prophet of Baal there, that God there. But when you can separate yourself from a system that you no longer need to rely on and rely on the Most High, because what the Most High tell Abraham, man, set yourself apart. I will give you all that you need. See, we think we need the cars, the clothes, you know. And again, I'm talking to the men right now because we the head. And if the head is weak, what happened? The whole body is sick, right? But we so quick to play the blame game. Oh, these women such whores. These women such this and that. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, some women need some tune-up. Some women need some help. Some women need that guidance. But how they gonna get that guidance if we as men don't even know how to guide ourselves? We put the cars, we put the money, and we put that at a high pedestal, and that's more important than our families. That's more important than our communities. That's more important than our self-being. We sit out here, we kill ourselves to make a system that rich, because that's all we doing. Because none of this is getting pulled back into our communities. None of that is getting pulled back into our families. They say it's for generational wealth. But what did Solomon say? He was the richest man in the world, the wisest, richest man in the world. And he even said, all of this is vanity. You slave in and day out, sun up to sundown. And don't get me wrong, because I understand man who don't work don't eat. And that even though that was taken out of context because it wasn't really saying that type of work. The Most High wants us to work spiritually, diving into this word, getting into that word, man. That's how we eat. But when you deprive your spirit of that word, you ain't doing that work to keep your spirit man in shape. Keep your spirit man on the front line. He shouldn't be in the back. He should be on the front line because he's the one who's in direct connect with the Most High. But see, we don't understand that because that's not what we was taught. We taught that, man, get it how you live. You know, treat people the way they treat you, right? But I don't know, man. It ain't even been like that lately. You could treat a person good. They find some way to still disrespect you. But again, that's pride, man. And that's what the thing we raised up on, man. Pride. Oh man, you could disrespect me. I'm a killer. I'm this, I'm that. Why? Why does any of that even matter? And when you get somebody like me, or get somebody who's get to talking like this, oh he's soft, or he a gump, or he this, he that. It's like, no. Understand, people who talk like me, it's because we done seen it. We done been through it. We done been on that side. It's a reason why we still alive to be able to tell you about it. And see, that's why I always took heed and listened to my elders. Even if they was sitting there drunk, even if they was bumping on a bump, hitting crack, I still had reverence to understand, man, look, they been here longer than me. It's called experience. So I'm going to take my time. I'm going to shut my mouth and I'm going to see what you got to say. Now and again, if what you got to say is not helping me, and you know what they say, man, you got to have discernment. If you talking foolishness, you know, again, I ain't got to take heed to it. But even a fool can teach you wisdom. But when you that type of person and you feel like, man, can't nobody tell me nothing, I know everything, and you just an unteachable spirit, hey, you get what you give, right? But, you know, as I just go back to talk about, man, how these females is, yes, our women are lost. Our women are gone. And I'm not saying, oh, you know, you have some virtuous women out here who really looking for men who gonna stand up and lead, who really gonna guide them into the right direction, you know. But when we are men who only thing we want to do is compete, 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 and tear down, savage, brute, beasts, foolish. We don't care about who we hurt. We don't care about nobody but self. Then we constantly tearing down our communities. We constantly hurting our women. We constantly leading our children astray, you know. And we always playing a victim role as men. Like, come on, man. But you so strong, but you sitting up here playing the victim. Oh man, these women such whores, man. The system set it up like this for our children to be against us, for our women to be against us. But what is we doing to make that change? Because right now we just playing into the hand. Right now we making the system look like it's right. Man, you know, at the end of the day, man, the Most High is something great. The Ruach is something beautiful. And to Yahshua, I'm thankful because he gave me an opportunity to be back in the presence of the Father. No matter what. And it's a lot that still need to be worked out. It's a lot that need to be scraped out, dug out, you know. And as I look at this land, and as we cleaned it up, and as we clean it up, I just say I can relate to it. It's me. It's my heart. It's, you know, I don't blame nobody for nothing. Anything that happens, it happened because of me, you know. I wonder why sometimes we can't just be held accountable, or we can't hold ourselves accountable, you know. I feel like once we start to do that as a society, stop looking outwards and start to look in, start to judge ourselves before we want to judge others, you know. But he said, get that log out your eye, get that speck out your eye. Because if I'm more concerned about what I got going on as far as fixing myself and judging myself, I don't have room or time on our hands. As I hear all the time, man, everybody get the same amount of time in a day. Same thing I choose to do, you can do, or you can do better. But like I said, man, I was just trying this live thing out, man. All praises to the Most High, man. Mm. All in nature, man. Ain't gonna lie, these flies and bats, man. But it's like now that we done gave our whole being over to a government and we rely on them, how self-sufficient are we? How can we ever get to that point of being self-sufficient? Man, I pray my people wake up. I pray that the human race wake up. But again, you know, a lot of people who know the truth. That's much more we gotta do, man. Like I said, man, it's just time to level up, man. It's time to dead this flesh. It's time to level up in the spirit. And you know when you leveling up. But they say new levels, new devils. The enemy gonna continue to press in hard when you leveling up. He don't want you to make it to that next stage that the Most High had for you. The world want to see us stagnant. The world want to see us stuck. Ain't gonna happen, man. Either way, however you look at it, I'm going to elevate. Because I work with a Most High God who he already done, set my course. I'm going to keep rocking with him, man. But it would have been nice to have some people come in, chime in, and kind of talk to. But I know people usually wait and, do the whole like notification things. I don't even know if they do that with my channel. But again, just stepping outside of the comfort zone, trying new things. I'm more of an old soul, man. Primitive type mindset where I really don't be wanting to adapt to the new. Like this old GMC, he got two old GMCs, right? And I'm like, man, they making materials so that way they can keep manufacturing. You know, something that's made to last for a long time is built with integrity, man. It's built with the right materials. So it's like, man, you as an individual, what you built on. But the Most High gives us the things that we need. He gives us the instructions. He gives us the materials. He's showing us. He's showing us exactly what we need, man. And it's a beautiful thing as I watch and I see so many people waking up out this matrix, man. Of course, you got so many who sleep too. But we can't worry about the sleepwalkers. If the Most High choose to wake them up, all praises. But for those who are woken, man, we have a duty to do. And that's to prepare the waste places and the desolate places for those who do decide to wake up. They have somewhere to go, man. As we see, man, just happen in the way that the Most High said they're going to happen. You got to wake up, people. Get out of that slumber, man. Stop being scared to come to the Most High. You ain't scared to do what you want to do, but you're scared to come to the Most High, man. You're scared to surrender over that will. We got to be in control. But little do you know, man, you ain't never in control. Because even if you were the system, they still controlling you. I don't know. Somewhere we get this false analogy that we got control. Oh, because we got a house, because we got a car, because we get to go here and there. Everything has its limitations. But it's so beautiful, man. Urkadeshi. But yeah, man. I think I done came and ran it and did my rhetoric for the day. Just take y'all time, man. Seek the Most High. Continue to build that relationship. You know, when the Most High is calling you, listen, listen. Meditation is key too. Sometimes we gotta stop talking and just listen. And for them older cats, man, teach these knuckleheads, man. Teach them, man. For those cats who are in position to do so, do it. But with that being said, man, shalom, peace.